Oops, let's not start yet. Another 5-minute lesson. Here we're continuing from, we're now starting to think of the intervals in a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 type of chord as from one note to the next, are they major? Well, let me just start. Are they either, is from one note to the next a major or a minor third? It will always be a third from the 1 to the 3, or from the 3 to the 5, or from the 5 to the 7, or from the 7 to the 9, from the 9 to the 11, from the 11 to the 13, and from the 13 to the 14, whatever, 15. Those will always be a third of some type. They will either be a major third or a minor third. Now, I'm not talking about um, your more elaborate chords where you might add in like a sus4 or anything like that. Like the next note in a sus4 would be the 3 to the 4, but often the 3 is left out, so that's why it's suspended. So you just have a 1, 4, 5. I'm not going into that theory. Just throwing it out there so people don't comment you're wrong. There are exceptions, but anyway. Building a 1-3-5 or a 1-3-5-7 or any of your type of ascending chords, the intervals between one note and the next will always be a major or a minor third. And so what we just saw was that if we go 1-3, that's a major third. 3-5, 2-4 is a minor. 3-5 is a minor third. 4-6 is a major third, and 5-7 is a major third. So we have a major, minor, minor, major, major. Okay, we're stopping there, but we could continue and go to the 6th, and 6 would go to 8, and 6 to 8 is a minor. So if you want to go there, we'll go major, minor, minor, major, major, and the last one going back to our octave is a minor. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, I played that wrong. 1, 2. How about this? Major 1, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6. Okay? That should start to get really interesting. That should pique your interest here. What I just did was compose the first 2 notes out of a chord, and I played them just together as an interval. But diatonically, when I say diatonically, I just mean the notes from the scale. I don't mean notes outside of the scale. So the tonic, the tone, is inside of the scale. So when you say diatonically, it's just a person playing the notes from the scale. No accidentals, no whatever else. So it's hard for me to reword that, but diatonically, which means taking every note inside of the scale that we're talking about, in this case, A major. If we composed an interval of a third, intervals of thirds, like from 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 3 to 5, etc., those intervals would have this flavor going. Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. Okay? And that's not taking the 7th. We're leaving out the 7th tone. I could stop here and we'd have a nice short lesson. So I think I will stop there. But what's important to take from this is also, now you should start visualizing what a major and a minor third look like on 2 different strings adjacent to each other. So on any 2 strings, you should be, if I give you the root or a note, you should know that a major third away looks like this. In this case, on the 7th and the 6th, and the minor looks like this, 7, 5. Major third, minor third, major third, flattened third, whichever you want to call it. Okay? When you see that shape, when you see that shape of either this or this, you should start thinking major and minor thirds. Like, oh, I know that interval. That's a major third or a minor third. It can also be other kind of intervals, depending on how you're. I see it could be other intervals. It's not ever a different interval, but well, never mind. I won't go there. We'll save that for a video later. That is it for now.